It's one of the most historic streets in Paris, but the Rue Du Faubourg Saint-Denis is also a sign of how times are changing here. The multicultural eateries and traditional Parisian cafes are closing down, only to reopen as trendy bars and hip restaurants. Proof that Paris is a young, dynamic city, say supporters. Locals aren't impressed.
It's just impossible to live in the street. The cafes set the law around here and the mayor is either indifferent or incompetent. You wouldn't believe all the people out drinking and yelling till 3 in the morning. The police couldn't care less and the mayor doesn't enforce the law.
For locals, when it's every night, and when I say every night, I really mean every night year-round, it gets to the point where we can't open our windows. It stops my kids sleeping. It's been a huge upheaval. We feel like this is no longer home.
It's a story that's played out several times already in Paris. Working class residents have been priced out of town and cafe owners have been driven to attract a more cosmopolitan crowd. For local authorities, though, it's a process that benefits everyone, even those filing complaints.
It's
sometimes the same people who go out partying somewhere else, making lots of noise, who don't want anyone coming and partying in their own street. The reality of Paris is that it's a city which is evolving quickly, where districts can change very quickly and very abruptly. And that's a phenomenon created by the very dynamic of Paris itself. But when it happens in their own area, people don't necessarily like it.
Bar owners here, who've seen their profits skyrocket, maintain they're doing what they can to keep the neighbours on side.
I have 2 doormen in the evenings to try and control people so there's not too much noise, and so people don't go on the road. We've also installed noise insulation so people aren't disturbed by the music. So we're trying to establish dialogue and to be open.
But for sleepless locals, that's just lip service. This home video footage shot by one resident at 2 in the morning shows just how cafes can colonise the pavements. Facebook campaigns and local petitions have been launched to try and raise awareness of the problem. For many observers, it's just the growing pains of a city that's embracing a new identity as a nightlife capital.